back to my channel. This your girl Raven here. If you didn't know, now you know. Before we jump into this video, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you could be up to date with whenever I upload. If you haven't already, download the BIGO Live app where I am live every single day. So if you want to interact with me, you want to get to know me, you want to get lit and turn up, then definitely download the app. Go follow me at Raven Renee and tune into my broadcast every single day. Now, if you know me, then you know how much I hate anything that supports abuse, encourage abuse. And this film right here had to be officially the worst film I have ever seen. This movie was literally worse than 50 Shades of Grey. After the movie and the book, Twilight, shall we go on? It was literally that fucking bad. Netflix has been harassing me to watch 365 days for weeks. For like about 2 weeks now. So I finally said, hey, you know, everybody on Facebook is talking about this movie is so much better than 50 Shades of Grey. Everybody talking about how they need a Massimo. I hope I said his name right. Massimo. And this movie is to die for. Like, everybody said nothing but positive stuff about it. So I said, hey, let's go check this out. Finally, a good movie out, right? And that's the wrong answer. I tuned into this movie and I said, are you freaking kidding me? This movie is trash. It's gonna raise my blood pressure. It's gonna raise my freaking blood pressure. Y'all, so the movie starts off with this guy named Massimo. He is looking through some binoculars, looking at this girl named Laura. And she's like the most beautiful girl in the world. And like, Massimo can't take his eyes off her. And he's like instantly like, this girl is my future. I need to marry her. She's gonna be mine. In the midst of this, he is literally having a conversation with his father. And his father tells him, this business will one day be yours. And coincidentally, a bullet goes right through his heart, killing him and injuring his son. And then it goes 5 years later. So Massimo is in a meeting with some gangsters, because you know he's a gangster. And they're talking about shit that I really didn't care about. And then we're introduced to Laura. She's a sales director, I believe. I didn't really care because they didn't even address her work anymore. Like, they kind of like, oh, I gotta work. I got a job. Like, they say it a couple times, but that was it. There's no relevance to her job whatsoever. Like, she doesn't even care. So anyways, she is celebrating her 29th birthday, which, by the way, to me, she looks a little bit older than 29. No offense to her. She's pretty. Like, she's gorgeous. But she looks a little bit older than me. I'm turning 29 in like 2 weeks. On July 12th, I'm turning 29, and she looks a little bit older than I am. So I'm going to say she's about 32. That's what she looks like. But okay. So she is out celebrating her 29th birthday. She has a boyfriend, and he pretty much treats her like shit. He doesn't really care about her that much. He's more involved in his work and like cheating on her or whatever. And she is like fed up with it. Like, she's had enough. So while she's out celebrating her birthday, can we talk about how Massimo is a fucking stalker? Like, he literally was at the place she was at for her birthday. Like, how the hell did he know where she was going to be at? And then it was like the cringiest moment ever. Are you lost, baby girl? And she's just like,
How you lost, baby girl?
And just walks away. And he does this so many times throughout the freaking movie. Like, are you lost, baby girl? Why are they being so fucking annoying with this baby girl quote? Somebody must have been watching too much B. Simone, or maybe they thought, like, America, they're so obsessed with saying baby girl, or they thought that saying baby girl was going to be sexy and attractive and like, oh, it's so romantic because he said baby girl, and it really wasn't. Like, I cringe, like, ooh, every time he said baby girl. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, ooh. Like, I'm cringing for him for even saying that freaking line. It was, I couldn't, I really couldn't. This movie was so hard to watch. Honestly, I watched half of it one night and then the other half I finished yesterday. And I was like, how the hell did I get through this? Like, I had to force myself because it was just that bad. But anyways, Massimo ends up kidnapping Laura. Okay? So, let's talk about this. So, yeah, she kind of like fight back just a little bit. She pulls a gun out on him, you know, but obviously she couldn't defeat him because he's Massimo and he's in a gang and he's been in situations like this, I'm pretty sure. So she's just like sitting in her room just chilling, like, so we're not going to try to escape. We're just going to sit here and accept that some random dude just kidnapped you. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, that's no. Try to find an exit, you know? She's not even banging on the door. She bangs on the door like one time. And I'm like, girl, like, bang on the door, get a knife, get an earring, get something, and like try to carve through. So apparently she has like a heart condition as well. I don't know. They keep bringing up this freaking heart condition, and it's like, we don't really get to see anything happen to her, like, with this heart condition. I don't know. Like, it was just so pointless to have in the movie. I don't even know why it was there. Just to throw something that's problematic at her, I guess. I don't know. He basically says, you have 365 days to fall in love with me. And if you don't fall in love with me, then I'm gonna let you go. And she's just looking at him like, I'm looking at him like, are you serious right now? And so then he throws out some pictures and said, hey, like, your boyfriend, like, he up and left you and he's fucking another girl. So at this point, she doesn't even try to escape anymore. They have a whole bunch of montages throughout this fucking film. And can we talk about how many times they brought up a fucking shopping spree? He takes her shopping, right? So this is the perfect opportunity for her to go, you know, leave. She already done seen somebody, like, she already done seen him kill somebody. So you would think, hey, you know, I'm out in public, let me go try to run, get some help, something, you know. No, she's shopping, she's trying on clothes for him, she's enjoying herself. She realized she has a moment to finally go ahead and escape. And so she goes and she escapes and she runs into some police officers and says, hey, I need your help. They're like, oh, and there go Massimo, and the cops just walk away. And I'm like, so do you know the cops, Massimo?
Are you lost, baby girl?
He's basically telling her, like, you know, you're screwed. You're stuck with me. You're stuck with me. You're not leaving. They go out on a little date. She's clearly interested in him, you know, at this point. Fast forward, he literally ties her down to like a bed, right? Put some chains and stuff around her. And then she is forced to watch him receive oral. He was like, let me tell you what you missing. And then some girl comes out and she gives him head. And then she leaves. And then he walks up to her and he's like kind of licking like on her leg a little bit, looking like he's about to go for it, but doesn't. And I'm like, and she's just like so turned on, like she wants it, she wants the D. And let's pause it right there for a second, okay? So we're going to talk about like how the first half of the movie was problematic, okay? In just a short time frame, literally within 15 minutes, we saw so much sexual harassment. So there was a scene where in the very beginning where he is on a plane and he's with somebody, I don't know who this dude is, somebody that works for him, and he closed the curtain and there is the flight attendant girl. He like grabs her, push her head down like towards his pelvis, and she unbuttoned his pants and go ahead and give him head. After she finished and she's walking away, she's just like, yeah, I killed that shit. I'm like, what the fuck was that? What? Wait, what the freak? Like, and then when Laura met him, like, after being kidnapped and she was trying to escape around the time she was pulling the gun and stuff, he like pushed her down and then he's like holding all on her boob and everything and just touching all on her. And he's like, I'm not going to touch you or do anything that you don't want me to. But he does it numerous times throughout the film where he's touching her and doing shit that he shouldn't been doing. And we're just going to excuse this. Even like his staff, like the people that work for him, I guess they're so scared of him that they feel like, you know, it's cool. We have to follow his orders. It's okay. And I felt so frustrated because he is getting a pass literally because he is attractive. He has an accent and he's rich. That is literally the only reason that he is getting a pass. This is literally the only reason that I feel like a lot of people like this movie is because this guy is attractive. This actor is attractive that it's like, it's okay. It's supposed to be so romantic and it's like nothing about this is romantic. Like he literally kidnapped her. We're just going to excuse the fact that he did that, like he kidnapped her? Talk about, oh, you're going to stay with me for 365 days. Kidnapped. Like, this is supposed to be romantic to you guys? Like, if this happened to you, would you think that's romantic? How would you act? How does nobody not find this problematic? How is this? I don't understand how this movie is romantic when this dude literally kidnapped her, sexually assaulted her numerous times, and just like, just been an asshole this whole fucking movie. A fucking stalker. Literally a stalker. I was so over it, right? So then, anyways, let's go back to talking about this movie, right? So after he received oral from some random girl, I don't know who she was, he's like, get dressed. We gotta go to a party in 2 hours. So she's like, okay. She didn't like that. She literally didn't like that. She was like, I'm about to get him. I'm about to make him jealous. So she went to go get her an Ariana Grande ponytail and a dress. And she comes into this party trying to be all cute, thinking she killing the shit. And Massimo is just looking at her like, what the fuck are you wearing? He's here like touching all over this other guy and everything. And this guy tells her, I'm about to fuck you so hard. And then pretty much tried to rape her on the floor. And of course, Massimo had to be the hero and save her. And he did. He saves her. He comes out like with his guns. What happened to this guy who tried to rape her? We don't know, but it's pretty much insinuated that he's more than likely dead. So the next day, they end up having sex, Massimo and Laura. They have sex. Then there's more shopping. Woo, woo, woo. She's just loving this life. I don't even think she wanted to go back. She was just like, she felt like she was in heaven. I'm just like, girl, you dumb. Like, you dumb. Like, ugh. So something apparently happened, and Lawa had to go back home. She had to go back home because I guess some people were after Massimo because, you know, he's in a fucking mob. So he takes her back home. She's mad about it, you know. Her best friend is like, you dumb, but okay. So then they go on this like makeover where she's like, oh, I'm about to be a bad bitch. So she goes and get her hair done, right? And they throw a blonde wig on her. And I'm like, oh no, honey. Oh no, honey, take that wig off. It's a no. It's a no. Like, she thought she was gonna be cute with that blonde wig. Girl, no. Her and her friends, they go to the club and she's turning up. She's drinking. She runs into her ex. Her ex basically wants her back, of course. He like follows her back home and she opens her door and she's just telling him to leave, like, leave. And then here come Massimo to the rescue again. I don't understand, you know, what you guys are saying, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't want you here. And this guy just instantly gets intimidated by Massimo that he leaves. And she starts fussing at him a little bit. And then they have sex. And I'm like, seriously right now? Seriously? Like, he dropped your ass, you know? And now you want to have sex with him? Okay, chick. Okay. Next thing you know, he literally proposes. Okay, did anybody else catch this? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I am looking at it wrong, but he proposes to her, which is a weird way to propose, and I hope no guy ever proposed to me like that. And then he puts the ring on her finger, but it was like on the wrong hand. And she's like, yes. And I'm like, you guys only had whatever you guys had for 2 months. But hey, you know, if you say so. If you say so. So she was so happy. Here's another freaking shopping spree. He's taking her all around the world, taking her to a whole bunch of malls and stuff. She's buying shit, you know, living the life. And I'm like, seriously? Then we go on another shopping spree because, you know, she's looking for her wedding dress. And granted, the wedding dress was cute. It was so cute. And guess what happens? We're literally at the end of the movie, BTW, by the way. Whoever that guy is who works for Massimo receives a phone call that says they're about to kill Lawa. And at this time, Lawa is on the phone with Massimo, and they're talking about how they miss each other. And she's driving, and they go in like this tunnel and never comes out. So now we're under the assumption that she's dead, okay? And Massimo keeps saying like, hello, hello, hello. And then he looks at the guy that works for him, and he already knew. Like, he just knew. He fell to his knees and he crying. And that's the end of the movie. So I'm guessing there's going to be a part 2. And I'm pretty sure, you know, she's not dead. She's probably going to be just like injured or something. I don't know. I honestly wanted her to die. Like, earlier when she fell off the boat, which was another moment when they had sex. I was hoping she was going to die then. I was really hoping she was gonna die. Like, if they both had died, I would have been happy. Okay, I would have been. It would have fed my soul, and the movie could have just ended right there. She fell off the boat, and he went in trying to save her, and he died too. I would have loved that. Why couldn't that happen? Why? I wanted that to happen so bad. I was praying for it to happen, but it literally didn't. But honestly, the whole concept of this movie was so problematic because it basically told you, like, you know, getting kidnapped, letting some guy treat you like shit. This guy literally was controlling her. He was like, I touch you whenever I want to touch you. You belong to me. Like, she's a piece of his property. And this is supposed to be romantic. We were supposed to like really fall in love with the story. They had no emotional buildup. You guys know how much I hate stuff that don't have no emotional buildup. The storyline did not make any sense whatsoever. It was just a whole bunch of montages thrown into it with some sex. And we're supposed to like fantasize and idolize this type of relationship like it's so romantic, and we're supposed to give this guy a pass because he's attractive and he's rich, and that's exactly what happened with Laura. Well, I feel like the whole thing with Laura was she fell in love with that lifestyle he lived. Like, she fell in love with the shopping because it was so much shopping throughout this movie. I think she loved it. I think she loved the money. I think she liked the attention that she was getting. And it was like, hey, you know what? After 2 months of this whatchamacallit, I am going to marry you. She was like, so I don't need 365 days. And he said, because? And she was like, because I'm in love with you. How are you in love with somebody that kidnapped you? I don't understand. I really... This movie was so bad, y'all. On a scale to 1 to 10, I give it a negative, like a negative 10, because it was literally just, no, we don't support that crap. Anyways, guys, that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know, like, if you enjoyed the movie, your thoughts, like, how you feel. Did you feel like it was problematic like I did? And did you cringe every time old dude said, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl? Like, Anyways, that's all. Until next time, later.